Everyone knows the pain of trying to figure out how to actually create the right formula. Spending hours doing that really isn't the best use of your time. Analyzing the data actually is the best use of your time. Have you ever spent more time trying to create the formula than you have actually analyzing the data? This video is for you. Today, I'll show you how to use AI to help you create those formulas and to do so in less time. See, whether you are a new person to using spreadsheets or you've been using them for decades, everyone knows the pain of trying to figure out how to actually create the right formula. Maybe you don't live inside these spreadsheets every single day, but you still need to be able to figure out how to create the right formula. And spending hours doing that really isn't the best use of your time. Analyzing the data actually is the best use of your time. So let me show you how AI can help you create that formula using normal natural language. And remember, when we say normal natural language, we're saying if you had to explain to someone else what you wanted, that's what you're going to do with AI. Let me show you. So in this example, I've got a spreadsheet that shows a bunch of invoices that I've received over the past few months. It's obviously all fake data, but my biggest focus here is they're all past due, but I want to focus on the ones that are 90 days past due. That's what I really want to do. So I want a formula that's going to help me actually do that. So what I did was I went to the summary tab and I just listed all of the companies or the clients, and that's what is in column A. Column B, outstanding invoices more than 90 days. That's the formula that I'm actually going to look for. So let me do this. All right, so I did two things. One, I dropped the actual spreadsheet in there, and then just as if I was talking with somebody else and I'm trying to explain them what they want in normal natural language, that's what I'm doing here. So I want it to create a formula that I can put in cell B2. And so cell B2 is under the summary tab, cell B2, that shows how much the supplier in A2 owes in invoices that are more than 90 days past due. And I let it know that all the invoice data is going to be found in sheet 1. If I was asking anyone to do this for me, I would have to tell them the same thing. So tell chat the same thing as well. So now look, instead of me going and trying to figure out all the formulas, I'm simply going to drop the spreadsheet in here, put this one prompt, and let's see what it does for me. So it came back at the response really quickly. And what I love is that it will tell you what the assumptions are sometimes if things are a little bit unclear. I could have been better in the actual prompt, but I was very generic. I wanted to see what it could actually do for me. And so it wants to know, hey, you know what, I've these 3 questions here, which column in sheet 1 contains the supplier name, the invoice amount, and the due dates. And so it said, look, I made some assumptions here. Assuming that in sheet 1, the supplier name is in column A, the invoice amount's column B, and the due date is column C. So let's see if that's accurate. And it's not accurate. So column A is actually the supplier name. The invoice amount is not going to be in column B. That's going to be actually column E. And then the due date in column C, that's going to be wrong. So what I'll do here, this is easy. So I know these are actually going to be wrong, and I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to say, so since I didn't make any corrections regarding column A, it didn't fix anything there because that's correct. But I did make the other changes. And what I'm going to do is hit copy. When you look at this, you see where it says Excel in the top left corner. That doesn't matter. You can use it for Google Sheets or Excel. It's all going to be the same. So I'm going to go over here and I'm simply going to paste what was in there in the formula. And then I can drag this all the way down to the bottom. And now I've got those outstanding invoices that are more than 90 days for each one of these companies. That's all I did. And even with the error that I ran into, It was simply because I didn't give it a good prompt and I simply corrected it. From beginning to end, it took maybe 2 minutes. That was it. And again, I have to own this data in the analysis that's going to be there. So what I need to do is also double check, just like I would if I made my own formulas from scratch. I'd want to double check them. So I'll go and double check Acme Corp real quick, and it should be $101,885. And if you look at that, I just did a quick pivot or a quick sort on Acme Corp, and I see it's $101,885. That is accurate because those are all more than 90 days out. In this easy example, I showed you how AI can help you figure out the formulas much faster and how you don't have to spend so much time creating novel formulas, but instead using that time to analyze the data. This is how someone who doesn't use Excel very often, doesn't have to waste so much time, or someone who is really good at Excel can still speed up their process. And now AI can help you with that. Share this with a friend. Take care.